Hi there, welcome back to the Gateway Game Guide. This week I'm looking at the 2005 Spiel des Jahres winner, Niagara. Let's take it to the table and see how it plays. So how does Niagara play? Well, first of all, we've got to talk about these components and this box and the way the board actually plays on top of the box. This production by Zoc is superb. It's a really interesting game mechanic, and if this is on the table when new gamers turn up, they're going to want to know what it is. The game itself is reasonably simple. It's possibly a little more complicated, remembering some of the rules, but overall this is quite a simple game. So each player has a selection of paddle cards, and they're going to secretly on their turn select that paddle card. That indicates the number of movements that each boat will take. If you've got two boats out, they must both take this amount of movements. The idea of the game is to load your boats up with as many treasures as possible and get them back to safety without going over the edge of the river. So, once each player has chosen their actions, we move into the movement phase. This little life ring, a really nice quality wooden piece, is a first player marker. All that this does is indicates that blue turns over first. They've turned over a 5, so they must move both boats 5 spaces. This one's next to a blue reserve of gems, so they go 1, 2, costs 2 to load your boat, 3, 4, 5 as they head back upriver. You can only ever move in one direction. So for example, my blue, the other blue goes 1, 2, 3, 4. They can then not go back upriver. Their 5th action must be to go that way. The yellows have gone for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Loaded up a couple of white gems and got back. Now the victory conditions are a different combination. It can be 5 totally different coloured gems, 4 of the same gem, or other possible opportunities. The red boat has just played a 1. So they're can't load the blue because that costs 2 goes. So red is going to come up 1. Now because they've landed on the same space as a blue, they can then steal this if they have enough actions. The other red also has to move 1 and is going to move downriver 1, ready to take another white gem. After that, we go on to Niagara's main mechanic, and that is the weather wheel. Over here at the weather station, the cloud is sat currently on 0. Players can change that cloud so that it's more rainy to add more water to the river, or drier to add less water to the river. But no player did that this turn. So simply, we look for the lowest value amongst the tiles, and that's how many discs will be pushed into the river. So for this game, or for this leg of the game, it's going to be 1 new disc added at the start line. But we'll just push backwards and move the tiles down the river. Now you could see there it got a little stuck, and sometimes that can happen with this game. You do need to sometimes just hold here to make sure that the river discs actually push into each other. Now with that, the round is over. These paddle cards are discarded until all paddle cards have been used, and it's yellow to go first. But let's, for example, suggest that red had 5. So we've loaded 1 already. Let's load another for 2. 3, 4, and 5. Oh, sorry, it would be 4 because of the yellow. These are teetering very close to the edge, and let's be honest, the main excitement in Niagara is seeing the boats go over the edge of the river. So let's just push it anyway. And as they fall, their diamonds are lost, the canoe is lost, and they have to go back to the start. Gems are returned to the bowls. So what do I think of Niagara? It's kind of twofold. First of all, I love the graphic design in this game. I love the artwork. I love the interaction of pushing the discs down the river. Hopefully choosing a high number to knock somebody else down the river. There's so much engagement. There's a fair bit of strategy in this as well. And it really will capture new gamers' interest. However, as you saw in the demonstration, adding the river discs can be a little clunky. It can clutch up a little. They don't always go as smoothly as you want. Sometimes at the intersection parts, the disc gets stuck and you've got to decide which way to push it. It can be a little rough around the edges. I think the game is a fantastic idea. I love the way that the pieces should move. I love the idea of loading up your boats, stealing gems off other prospectors. It's such a clever idea, but I'm not sure it's perfectly executed. Overall, I'd give this around a 6 out of 10 on the Gateway score. Hopefully, we'll see a new implementation of this soon with a slightly better track. That's everything from me for this week, so thanks very much for watching the Gateway Games Guide, and remember, Gateway games are the greatest games.